The new update is already here, and it's undoubtedly the biggest Brawlidays event we've got since the game was released. A new free brawler, new club event, and free rewards as every year. And although all of this sounds amazing, there are some huge problems with the new update and all the things we got. In this video, we'll look at every problem in the new update, and if it's actually as good as we thought it was going to be, or if Supercell failed with their ideas this year. But before we start, I want to mention that I'm doing a Nutckarcker Gale giveaway, and 4 of you can win this very cool skin. So if you want to participate and have a chance of winning it, make sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video, and also check my newest community post where you can see everything about this giveaway. Now, let's start. The first thing we will be talking about in this video is the new brawler Buzz Lightyear. As you know, we got him for free, which is very good, but I think that this is the only good thing about this brawler. The first problem with him is that he is a temporary brawler, which means that it will be in the game for a certain amount of time during the Brawlidays event. We get this brawler fully maxed from the beginning with his gadget and hypercharge, which is logical, since there's no sense of wasting your resources for a brawler that's going to be in the game for a certain amount of time. Something that really confused a part of the community is where the trophies you win with Buzz Lightyear actually go. As Supercell mentioned in the Brawl talk, every trophy you win with this brawler will go straight toward your trophy box, which is something great for the player who usually doesn't play on high trophies, but this is also causing a big problem for other players who just want to play with different brawlers. Because when you lose with Buzz Lightyear, you don't lose from your account trophies nor from you trophy box trophies. So this means that you don't really lose anything. And this means that a lot of player control other people games since they won't lose anything anyway. Another concerning thing about this brawler is his mastery track. Buzz Lightyear's mastery track is similar to every other brawler, except that you only need 16,800 mastery points to get all of his rewards and mainly his mastery title. As you know, you can only play with him during the event, so this means that you have limited time to complete his mastery track, and the idea is to make his title rare and exclusive, which won't be exactly like that as a lot of people will claim it, and it won't be as rare as other brawlers' titles. This means that you have to play it non-stop if you want his title, which could become annoying not only for you, but also for the other players. Now let's discuss his gameplay. He has 3 different modes, which are Laser Mode, Saber Mode, and Wing Mode. You can choose which one you want to play and you can change them every game, but there is one big problem with his modes, and it's that the Saber Mode is pretty much the best one out of all 3, which means that everyone would choose it, and eventually every game everyone will play the Saber Mode. If you look at the Saber Mode gameplay, you can see that with it. Buzz Lightyear has significantly more health than with the other 2 modes. Also, his attack damage is very solid, meaning that you can easily kill every other brawler in the game and even other Buzz Lightyears that are playing with the other 2 modes. With his gadget, he can dash forward if he's in a dangerous situation, which for me is unoriginal, as we've already seen this mechanic for other brawlers, and this doesn't feel like something special. But that's not even the worst thing about this mode, because with his super he can literally teleport from one place to another, but the special thing about it is that it has a really long range and can also knock back enemies and also deal them extra damage when landing, which for me is ridiculously broken. And most of the times, you don't even know when the opponent will land, as one time it lands straight next to you, and the second time lands right on you, which means that most of the time you're already dead. And also another annoying thing is that you don't even see the opponents before they land, so you can't really do anything else to prevent yourself from dying except praying that they won't land right on your head. His other 2 modes also have some problems. For his Laser Mode, his health is very low compared to his health with the Saber Mode. His main attack is pretty annoying, as when you hit someone, it continues to burn him for 5 seconds, and although the burning damage isn't that much, it prevents you from healing, meaning that you can die pretty easily. The only promising thing about this mode was probably his super, which blasts a lot of lasers at once, and everyone thought that this would literally kill the enemies pretty fast. But in reality, his lasers are all going in different directions, and only 2 or 3 of them are actually hitting the opponent, which is pretty annoying. And I don't even need to talk about his Wing Mode, in which not only that your health is pretty low, but his main attack is absolutely useless because the damage it deals isn't that much, and it's hard to hit. Maybe the only good thing about this mode is his super, with which you can fly over the opponents and drop bombs over them. But it's not guaranteed that these bombs will hit somebody, so you can waste your super pretty easily. With all that said, it's pretty clear that Buzz Lightyear is pretty broken with his Saber mode, and most of the people playing it will also play him with this mode, which becomes annoying after some time. It would be a good idea if Supercell gave every player a random mode every day like it was with the Angels and Demons event, because then the lobbies wouldn't be full with players only playing with the Saber mode, and also if a player isn't happy with what he's got that day, he could simply play another brawler until he gets the mode he wants. The next problem with this update, which is also related to Buzz Lightyear, is, of course, the matchmaking. It's no secret that everyone likes free brawlers and every player would want to play with it. But this is actually a very huge problem for the game. Since this brawler has been released, literally everyone has been playing with him. And since he's the strongest brawler in the game right now, if you want to play a different brawler from Buzz Lightyear, you will usually have big problems as your whole lobby will be full with him, and you wouldn't be able to do anything since there isn't really any brawler that can counter him. All of this means that if you want to play the brawlers you want, you'll have to wait until the event is over, or at least until the hyper for Buzz Lightyear gets lower. But let's be real, that won't happen soon as he's extremely broken, and a lot of players would want to play him. Another problem with Buzz Lightyear is simply the idea of the brawler. We all know that he is a special brawler for the collaboration between Brawl Stars and Toy Story, but there are a lot of problems with that. First of all, the idea for the whole brawler is a bit disappointing, as we know that Brawl Stars is a unique game and they rely on their own ideas to always create new and exciting brawlers. But this isn't the case with Buzz Lightyear, as it feels that this isn't a brawler that belongs to the game. A big part of the community also thinks the same way, and it would be so much better if Brawl Stars released their own brawler, which is similar to the ones we are getting usually. Also, the idea of a temporary brawler isn't very liked amongst the community, as it feels less special playing this brawler knowing that it will be removed after some time, and this also kills the hype, and is a thing that Supercell shouldn't repeat in the future. The idea of the event is good, and the skins are also really cool, but unlike them, you won't be able to play with this brawler anymore after the event ends, which makes no sense of even adding him. Also, knowing that this brawler is in the game for a limited time, most of the players would only want to play him, and the matches will be full of him, which prevents the other players from pushing the brawlers they want. And that's not good. As it seems like for this period of time, it's only this brawler that is important in the game, and all of the other brawlers just feel less special. Now it's time to discuss other problems with this update, and one of them is the new Mega Tree event. Basically, this event came as a replacement for the Mega Pig, and it seemed like we were finally getting something fresh and exciting, but it turned out to be the complete opposite. As you've probably noticed, the modes for this event are mainly some old ones that aren't usually in the game. And let's be honest, they are pretty confusing and boring. And it shouldn't be like that if you want to make the players play it actively. Another big mistake from which Supercell hasn't learned a lesson is that there is a picking phase, which is, again, something similar to the Mega Pig. And as I already said in one of my previous videos, I don't see why there is a picking phase and not just let the players pick the brawlers they want to play and then get a random mode to play on. Not only it will be more fun, but also when there is no picking phase, you will save some time which you are unnecessarily wasting with the picking phase. Another very huge problem with the Mega Tree event is the rewards. First of all, the presents are similar to the Star Drops and the Monster Eggs, and the only different thing here is the design, which doesn't feel that special, and I think that Supercell could have added something a little bit more exciting and different which we haven't seen in the game yet. The next problem with the rewards is actually the amount of reward we are getting from this event. At first, in the Brawl Talk was mentioned that you would collect presents throughout the whole Mega Tree event, and the whole club would open them on the 25th of December, which sounded cool, and we all thought that we would get a solid amount of presents. But in reality, it's not exactly like that. For every 25 wins, your club will get one present drop, which logically would contain at least 3 presents. But in reality, we only get 1 present, which means that for every 25 wins, we only get 1 present, which could end up being rare or super rare, and I think that's absolutely ridiculous. For example, my club now has 4 present drops, which means that if everyone plays their tickets until the end of the event, we won't get more than 20 presents, which is a bit disappointing as it's Christmas after all, and I think that Supercell could have been a little bit more generous with the rewards for the Mega Tree event. It would be a much better idea if they made this club event like the Godzilla one, where you collect presents, and for a certain amount of collected presents, you would get a special Christmas skin and some rewards on the way. And finally, some other problems with this update and event related to the skins are that you wouldn't be able to get the free Buzz Lightyear Surge skin if you don't have Surge, which made some people from the community really angry and literally doesn't make any sense. Because in the Brawl Pass Plus, you can still get the special skins even if you don't have the Brawler unlocked yet, and you could use them as soon as you unlock the Brawler, and I think that they should make it the same here, as it will be extremely unfair for some people not to receive a free reward which other people will receive just because they don't have the Brawler. Another thing that left some players disappointed was related to the new Bo Peep BB, which you could buy only with real money. And of course, there were some players that didn't like that because, as you know, not everybody can afford to buy something with real money. But I can't judge Supercell here because it's their own marketing decision, and of course they are collaborating with Toy Story, so some of the decisions they make aren't really theirs, but an agreement between both parts. These were the main problems with the new update, and overall the update is good, but some things just don't make any sense, and also we're getting a new Brawler apocalypse like with Edgar in 2020, which could be annoying for some of the players. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel, so you can show that you support me. Also, comment down below what do you think about the new update, and mainly about Buzz Lightyear. That was everything for this video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.